Zombies! Ah!
Hello, and welcome to another episode of Not the Bees, the Nicolas Cage filmography podcast. I'm Elizabeth.
And I'm Megs.
And this week we watched 2018's Mandy, written and directed by Panos Cosmatos. It's got 90% on Rotten Tomatoes, so let's just dive right in. It's 1983. We start off meeting Red, Nicolas Cage, and Mandy, Andrea Riseborough. They are deeply in love with each other and live in a cabin in the woods in the Pacific Northwest. Red is a lumberjack and Mandy is an artist who works at a general store. One day, Mandy is walking a path through the woods when a van drives by. In the van is a man named Jeremiah, played by Linus Roach. Jeremiah is a cult leader, and a few days after seeing Mandy, he decides he has to have her. He tells his follower, Brother Swan, to go and get her. In order to take Mandy, Brother Swan enlists the help of 3 bikers. They are all covered in black leather and their faces are hidden by a variety of masks. Brother Swan offers a jar of something to one of them and promises them a sacrifice after they help take the woman. The sacrifice is going to be one of their cult followers. Red and Mandy are woken violently in the night by the cult and the bikers. Red is knocked out. Mandy is tied to a kitchen chair and has LSD forced into one of her eyes by a cult member named Mother Marlene. Marlene also makes a giant black wasp sting Mandy in the neck and calls it a cherry on top. Marlene and another cultist, Sister Lucy, help Mandy down the hall and into the living room where the rest of the cult is. Jeremiah attempts to seduce Mandy in her drugged out state. He puts on a record of his own music. Mandy is not impressed. When Jeremiah approaches her and opens his robe, Mandy laughs at him. She keeps laughing defiantly when he becomes upset and then enraged by her laughing. Red comes too. He's tied to a tree or something with barbed wire around his wrists and around his mouth like a gag. He watches, dazed, as Jeremiah approaches with Brother Swan and Sister Lucy. Jeremiah makes Lucy play Russian roulette to prove her love to him while Red watches. Then Swan pulls out a knife that he says is from the abyssal lair. Red is stabbed in the gut, and then the rest of the cult brings Mandy outside wrapped in a blanket. Red watches in horror as Mandy is strung up by her feet inside the blanket. Then the cult douses the blanket in gasoline and lights it on fire. Red is screaming through barbed wire while watching the love of his life burning alive before him. Once the fire is out, the cult leaves. Red is still alive and manages to free himself from the barbed wire and crawls to the pile of ash that was Mandy. He cradles her skull for a moment and then goes inside the house. A Cheddar Goblin commercial is playing. He picks up the shirt Mandy was wearing, a black and white baseball tee with the number 44 in black numbers. Once the commercial finishes, Red stumbles to the bed and passes out. He has a nightmare some hours later and wakes up. He stumbles into the bathroom and digs for a bottle of liquor out of a bottom cabinet. He downs half of it while screaming his grief and trying to clean his wounds. Red gets dressed and goes to his friend Carruthers' house to get some kind of tactical crossbow. He tells Carruthers he's going hunting for bikers, and Carruthers calls them the Black Skulls. Apparently someone named the chemist fed the bikers some bad LSD, and now they're all crazy, but they loved the bad LSD. Then he tells Red where to find them. Red forges an absolutely insane battle axe, and then he goes on the hunt and gets himself captured. Once in their space, he makes quick work of all 3 of them. Then he seeks out the chemist. The chemist makes acid in an old airplane hangar. He has a tiger in a cage named Lizzie. He's clearly very high and has a one-sided conversation with Red where he decides to let Lizzie go and tells Red to head north to find the cult. Red finds a small chapel built in a quarry. He sees Brother Swan and Sister Lucy getting into the van and driving off. He moves into the woods on the road and watches through the tree line as the van drives by, but Brother Swan has seen him and stops the car. Before he can get out, Red throws the driver door open and yanks Swan out and throws him against a tree. He kills him by shoving the end of his axe, which he's fashioned into a spear, through Swan's mouth and into the tree behind him. Then he turns and walks toward the quarry, leaving Lucy next to the van unharmed. As Red moves in, he finds one cultist outside by a car and buries his axe in the guy's head. The next guy is around a log pile, and Red opts to put the axe down and grab a chainsaw, except the other guy's chainsaw is like 5 feet long. The They fight for a bit before Red uses a chain to pull the man down onto his own saw. Inside the chapel, he encounters Mother Marlene, and she tells him about Jeremiah praising her lovemaking abilities. Next, we see Red approaching some kind of chamber. Jeremiah is inside facing away from Red and tells whoever is coming not to come in because God is in the room. Red tosses Marlene's head into the room, making Jeremiah turn. Jeremiah puts on his best smooth talk and tries to pull Red to his side, but when that doesn't work and Red puts him on his knees, Jeremiah becomes a blubbering mess, even offering to suck Red's dick as he begs not to be killed. Red is unmoved and crushes his skull. Then he sets the chapel on fire. Back in the car as Red is driving away, literally saturated in several people's blood, Mandy is sitting next to him. Red flashes back to the night they met. It was at a bar and he was wearing the 44 shirt. They stare at each other as Red comes back to himself and continues to drive. As we pull away from the car, the scenery looks like hell or a different planet with sharp, jagged mountains and dark forests. In the sky are two planets and a setting sun behind them before the screen goes black. There's an image after the credits of an artist's table with sketches of strange creatures in the night, and on the left is a page with a sketch of Red, a cigarette hanging from his lips, with a tiger's image rising behind him. The end. Megan.
Yeah.
This was your first time seeing Mandy.
It was.
This was my second time seeing Mandy.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of it?
I fucking loved it.
Oh, good. I did too.
I really loved this movie. I love anytime someone will take a movie and put it in a time period and they do it correctly. This movie is so fucking 80s. It's so fucking 80s at the height of the Satanic Panic. It's done so well. It's done in a way that I feel, at least for me, places me in that space where I can understand that this must have been what it was like. Right? And also I think, and I'm just going to say this because I don't really know how else to say it. So I also really love when movies take situations in which the actual characters as real life people would be some of the least educated, most rundown, probably very violent, but not smart people you'd ever meet, and turns them basically into poets. I fucking love that shit. I really do. Like The Chemist. First of all, phenomenal casting. Phenomenal casting. Second of all, because of the casting, the acting in that scene, the entire scene is like 5 minutes long, and it is all a one-sided conversation.
Yep.
It's just the chemist staring at Red and having an imagined one-sided conversation, like he's gleaning Red's thoughts from his mind.
Yeah.
And when he lets Lizzie out of her cage, like she doesn't turn and attack like you would expect. Like this film is high art.
It is. It's directed in such a very specific way.
Yeah.
It is the use of color.
Yes.
The use of music to heighten the tension in every scene. It's so interesting and it's so intense. The long stretches of silence in this movie
are fucking eerie.
But it's beautiful.
Yeah. Lars von Trier could never.
Also, I have this note written here where everything looks like a Polaroid picture. Everything looks like kind of washed and very 70s, early 80s. It has a very specific tint to it.
Yeah.
I forgot Jackie Earle Haley was in this until they get to the chemist, and I was like, oh shit, I forgot about this scene. And he's so good.
I love that man and anything that he does. So absolutely honorable mention to him because it's always a treat to see him. Also, honorable mention to Ned Dennehy, who played Brother Swan. He's one of those like ultimate, like, hey, it's that guy. Like you always know him when you see him. He is always going to play some crazy fucker doing some crazy fucked up shit. And he's going to do it perfectly. Actually, we're going to have to go back and redact some of this because it's not Jackie Earle Haley. It's Richard Brake.
Is it really?
Yeah. Yeah.
He looks exactly like Jackie Earle Haley.
He does.
Well, I apologize to Richard Brake.
Yeah, we definitely do. Because he's also still one of those people.
Phenomenal.
Again, hey, it's that guy, but every time you see him, he's gonna be fucking phenomenal.
Yeah.
So sorry, Rich. We enjoyed your performance. And then Linus Roach.
Linus fucking Roach.
Linus fucking Roach.
Oh my god. I have loved him in everything, but you would most likely know him as the DA on Law and Order.
Yeah.
And here he's playing a satanic cult leader.
A hippie satanic cult leader, which makes no fucking sense, but it works.
It is quite a departure from Law and Order, is all I'm saying.
I mean, it is quite a departure just on its face, but it's also quite a departure because the only nudity we got in this movie
is him.
Was full frontal male.
Yeah.
And I read that he didn't want to do it. He wasn't gonna do it. And like the director was fine with it. He was like, we'll cut it out. Cause like initially it was supposed to be that he was also going to masturbate full frontal in front of us. Cause a lot of like, this is also a problem that I have with Lars von Trier films, is that they take art films and they want to put sex in them so that it looks natural, but like it just looks gratuitous. It just looks gratuitous. And he wasn't going to do it, so they were going to cut it completely. And then when it came to actually shooting, Roach was like, you know what? I will be nude. I do not want to masturbate on camera. And he was like, okay, bet, let's do it. But like that whole fucking scene from start to finish.
Yeah.
Like you think you're in the acid trip with her.
Yep.
Like,
and it's because of the use of color, and it's because of how he moves the camera, and it's because of the sense of tension that is building because of the music and the way that it's acted, and it is so good. It is this movie. This is probably in my top 10 favorite films of all time.
I think this might be my favorite Nicolas Cage movie that I've seen.
Oh.
Yeah. I think it might be. Before this, it was Face Off, which we haven't gotten to.
The bathroom scene is peak Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Where he's standing there in his blood-soaked shirt and his tidy whities, and he's screaming and chugging vodka, and he's covered in blood, and all he can do is scream and drink. And it's peak Nick Cage.
Not to mention the fact that like he was tied to something, some structure on their property. I don't know if it was a tree. I don't think it was. It looked like it might have been like lattice work or something, like a fence. I'm not sure. But he was tied to this structure with barbed fucking wire. Like he had to pull his hand out of it in order to free himself. Yeah. So he's got deep, deep grooves, probably nearly fatal. They like cutting into his wrist on his skin, like on both wrists. His cheeks are puckered with bloody fucking puncture marks from the wire. And like when he's drinking this alcohol, like he's screaming in physical pain and in like emotional pain. And you can see all of it written all over his face.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, no, this definitely supplants 1997's Face Off. Come on.
Oh, yeah.
This is, like, Nicolas Cage, for the last, like, 6 or 7 years, has been having this, like, golden age moment in his career. Everything I've seen of his over the last, you know, it's probably, like, 8 years. I want to say since, like, 2017. And I haven't seen all of them, but I have seen a lot of them. Have been so fucking good. Like, they're quintessential. They're like the final, like every movie he acted before then, before like the last 8 years, is like training for what he's doing now. He's like reached his final form of evolution. He's like, this movie was so much more than I had expected and so much more than I knew I wanted. in so many different ways. Yeah. No, this movie's really good. This movie's
So-
really fucking good.
What would we rate this movie?
Oh, it's an A++. It's an A++.
And what would we give the caginess of it?
Samesies, 100%. That
And Megan.
Oh, I know there was a fucking church desecration.
It's a church.
I don't care. I don't care if Jeremiah built it himself. It's still a chapel, which is still a building of God, which still got desecrated. That's what I'm calling it. Yeah, no, this movie is beautiful. This movie has so many plot holes that I don't even want to talk about because they don't even matter.
No.
They don't even matter.
Because it's a vibe. This movie is a vibe.
100%. This movie is a vibe, and the vibe is revenge. And I am a fan of revenge films. Revenge films are so fucking like watching this movie, I got the same kind of feel that I got for this Korean film called I Saw the Devil, which is like this guy is engaged to this girl, and he used to be like special forces police, but now he's just like a regular police. And they're engaged, and her car gets like, she blows a tire or something on like a wintry evening or whatever, and she's waiting for the tow truck, and this guy comes up and abducts her, and he kills her. And her fiance, this former special forces fuck, spends the next 2 hours systematically tracking, beating, and releasing this motherfucker. Breaks his arm one time, slices his Achilles heel. Like, it's revenge films are beautiful. Revenge films, when done the right way, are some of the most beautiful films. Because there's the justification. There's the act, and there's the justification of, like, getting revenge. Like, it's just so good. No, this movie's good. Recommend, 100%. Everyone watch this movie. It should be required.
Well, there you have it, folks. I think we'll end it there. Mandy, A++. Absolutely everyone should watch it. Great performance by Nicolas Cage. Great performances all around.
All around.
And makes me want to see more of what Panos Cosmatos has to say in the future.
100%.
So that'll be it for us this week. If you want to follow along on social media, we are on Instagram at NotTheBeesPod. If you want to kick us a few bucks, we're on Patreon at NotTheBees. And that's going to be it for this week. I've been Elizabeth.
I've been Megs.
And we'll see you later.